I'm Peter Canet with Daily Xtra, and I'm here with Rajendra Roy, the film curator at the Museum of Modern Art in New York. Good morning, Raj.
How you doing up there?
Not too bad. So we're here to talk about this amazing Bruce LaBruce retrospective that you guys are doing this month. Maybe just to start off, tell us a little bit about what we can expect.
Well, you can expect his full oeuvre, minus the porn versions of his films. And I guess, I could lead off with that kind of burning question for a lot of folks is, are we going to get the full Monty? The answer, of course, is yes, because it's always there, or usually always there, and up until recently with Bruce. Quite frankly, I think the art house versions of his films are infinitely more interesting than the kind of full-length porn versions, so we're going to stick to the art house versions. But other than that, you'll get all of the feature films and a really rich selection of his short work as well.
And this is the most extensive retrospective that's ever been held with his work, from what I understand.
That's my understanding too. TIFF did a retro last year, but we're including more work in our version. Maybe also just because he's perhaps less familiar to audiences in New York. And we're MoMA, and we like to do things early if we can.
And for you as the curator, I mean, what's your relationship with his work been like? Like, how did you discover him?
I discovered him, he discovered me. I mean, really, Bruce is one of those fundamental filmmakers for me in terms of my career. No Skin Off My Ass was one of those kind of like miracles that found me, or drew me to it, and it just kind of opened my eyes and my brain and my zipper to the possibilities of what could be out there. So my original work in New York was at the Mix Festival, it's a queer experimental festival, and so Bruce was absolutely one of our kind of core makers, and I mean, everything from hosting the premiere of Hustler White and Skinflick back in the day, to really watching him kind of expand his territories, his time in Europe, and now entering a new phase, kind of this, let's say middle phase. And again, a retrospective is hard for someone who's mid-career, so let's call it a mid-career survey, although retro sounds sexier. It's really fascinating now with Gerontophilia and Pierrot Lunaire to see him kind of taking, both like a mainstream tack with Geronto and the kind of pure art film tack with Pierrot. Be fascinating to see where that leads, but in the meantime, giving folks a sense of like what true provocateurship is about. I think it's kind of a moment. With the YouTube generation kind of entering maturity, I think it's important to show what real risk looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty incredible that you go from Hustler White at Mix, and now he's doing retrospective from that MoMA. It's just the full circleness of that is pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean, for both of us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people also ask, like, why MoMA? And it certainly has, tons of precedent and is a very natural fit for the trajectory of our program and our collecting, which is also important part of this. I mean, we're very interested in having Bruce's work well represented in the collection as well. Whether it's, Jack Smith or Warhol, obviously, John Waters, MoMA has a long history of embracing queer filmmakers, queer sex-positive filmmakers, and that lineage is absolutely fundamental to the kind of context in which we're putting Bruce. And look, hopefully it's not seen as something totally expected. I mean, we're not here to shock anybody, but certainly, I imagine there might be people show up to a queer film retrospective at MoMA and don't really expect it to be quite so sex positive. So
yeah. Well, I hope that a lot of people get something really great out of it, and good luck with everything.
Thanks, and we hope his Toronto fans come down too, because it's not that far.
All right. Well, thanks so much for talking with us.
It was a pleasure. See you soon.